10 years ago, my father and I had a fight. A big fight. Up until now, every generation of our family has owned this restaurant. From my grandfather and his brother in Sicily to my dad and my uncle. That's what it means, actually. Fratelli. It means brothers. And then my dad goes and has 2 daughters. And my uncle never has any kids, so as far as the family bloodline goes, I don't ever think he thought we would succeed him in this restaurant. I don't really think he was very proud of having daughters, actually. A ristorante should be owned by a man, not a woman. Still, we loved it here. We were here all the time. It was our life. Sometimes, when my dad wasn't around, we would sneak up here and we'd make up recipes and we'd pretend that we were cooking for celebrities or kings. It was back here that we really found ourselves. So a few years later, I approached my father with the idea of my sister and I going to culinary school. He wouldn't hear it. It wasn't my place, he said. It was time for me to get married, he said. Find a nice Sicilian boy, settle down, and start popping out grandkids. He didn't get it. So without telling him, without telling anybody, I applied to culinary school. And I got in. I can still remember the lettering on the envelope as I pulled it out of the mailbox. God. The Culinary Institute of the Arts in New York City. You would have thought that I would be worried to tell my dad, right? That I would be worried about what he would say, but I wasn't. I was so sure. I was so sure that he would be proud of me. He went ballistic. He tore the envelope up and he threw it in my face. And I said, I'm going anyway. And he said, if you go, don't ever bother coming back. So that night, after closing, I went into the office and I took the weekend earnings out of the safe. And I walked out the back door with my acceptance letter and $8,000 in an envelope. And I didn't even say goodbye to my sister.